Okay, where were we? So here we have shape A has moved over here. Now what you need to do is you need to pick a point. So let's look at this here. Oh, let me go back, touching it. So how did that point there, which is the same as that point there, how did it get there? Well, let's have a look. So I need to count. Remember, I always go on the horizontal first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the shape has moved 5 squares to the right and 1, 2, 3 squares upwards. And that is exactly how you would write down how that shape has translated. 5 squares to the right, 3 squares upwards, and you've found its new position. This shape has not been translated because it's actually been rotated. Can you see? It hasn't moved exactly from there to there. It's been turned around. That is not an example of translation. That's an example of rotation, which we're not going to be looking at today. Is this translation? And you need to ask yourself, could I move that shape and it would fit exactly on there without turning it around or flipping it? Well, the answer is yes. Okay, so how has shape A translated into shape B? Well, let's start by looking how that point there has got to that point there. So remember, we always start on the horizontal. So let's start counting from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 squares to the left. That would be your first instruction. And 1, 2, 3, 4 squares upwards. Is that an example of translation? Have a look. If I move A up, right, left, up or down, will it fall exactly into that shape? Will it? No, because that shape has been rotated. It's been twisted around a little bit. Here's another one about this one here. If I move it up and across, will it fit exactly on that shape? You should be thinking now, if I move it across and I move it up, will it fit? No, because the shape has been rotated. So, to describe translation, you have to say how many squares it has moved left, right, and how many squares it has moved up, down. Okay, so shape A to shape B. The shape has been translated 4 squares to the right. Let's choose the point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 3 squares up. 1, 2, 3. The coordinates of the black point on shape A are 1, 4. You see? 1, 4. So what are the coordinates of the black spot on shape B? Well, you should all be counting now, having a little look. 5, 7. Okay. The shape has been translated 4 squares to the left and 5 squares up. Well, let's just check. Go back to the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares to the left. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares upwards. And that is translation, girls and boys. So the new coordinates, the old coordinates were 5, 4 for the black dot. The new coordinates, 1, 9. How has this shape been translated from A to B? So remember, go to the dot.